This old rig once had some roughnecks. This old rig once had a crew. Now it's got a bunch of weevils and they don't know what to do. This old rig is getting shaky, and the pump's about washed out, and the driller shakes and trembles when the pusher walks about. Hello, Richard. How you doing, buddy? Richard Anderson. Judy, I'm sorry I'm late. Judy Risky. I'm sorry. Judy Clark. I'm sorry, dear. My eyes are so bad. Val Wood, how y'all doing? We're popping up like crazy. Jerry Wallace, how y'all doing, buddy? Woo, I am always late. I said 3 o'clock. Here it is, what, 3:12? I'm barely getting it on. We had to restart the Mac because the tech guy said it didn't work, and he said he had to restart. Sam Smith, Travis Britova, what are you doing in there?
What am I doing? I'm moderating.
Moderating. He's moderating. That's what he says he does. Stephanie Dean, how y'all doing? Anyway, what's going on? It's hump day, baby. It's the middle of the week. We've made it halfway through the shit storm of this week. And Lord have mercy, it just keeps getting piled on, don't it? We got plenty to talk about today because Donnie's having himself a Twitter fit. He has gone off. Well, no, it's just another day in paradise, ain't it? Having an asshole in our house. Donnie's going to get subpoenaed. That's the first thing up there on my list, buddy. Sam Smith, hanging with you, John. Thank you, Bub. Karen Cormier up in Maine. How you doing? Pete Briggs. I'm glad you made it, bud. Val Wood. We're getting plenty. We already got 44 people out there. I am just tickled to death. By the way, I'm wearing the number 2 of the 3 shirts sent by Stephanie Dean from Palm Bay, Florida. And this is nothing but net neutrality, baby. Travis said he's already going to steal this one. He likes this one. Yeah. That's a big fight, net neutrality, and keeping the internet open for all of us without being controlled by people that just want to sell you shit. And so it's a fight, and it's a worthy fight. We're in it. Thank you very much, Stephanie. We got one more. We'll wear it on Friday. I did get another gift in the mail today. I put a picture of it up on my Facebook page. This is from Linda Taylor Gallup up in Arnold, Missouri. And there's Donnie doing what Donnie does best. He's sitting on the can doing his little Twitter feed every day. It's a pretty heavy little thing there. As a matter of fact, the box says something about just the right weight for throwing at a White House communications director over the border wall or anything else. Dumping Donnie can't pass a health care bill, but certainly looks like he's passing something huge. I'm sure he's passing something huge. We're going to find a prominent place. I'm going to have to play with the optics in here and find me somewhere to... We got Donnie right here. We slapped Donnie around a little bit. That's Tim Cormall's doll that Tim sent me from the Tim Cormall show. So we'll have to figure out something that I can mount him. Don't want to... We'll figure it out, Linda. That is just a cute little gift. It'll add a little ambiance to our set here. We got a little compliment last night on our set that has to be redone again. This is not all in sight here. This is not right. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Last night, I took the opportunity. I've been on the Tim Cormall show and had a wonderful time there. Kathy Larkin knows. She's been a guest on that show. And last night I got a chance to call in and to turn up the night with Kenny Pick. He's on India Media Weekly, and he does a live show twice a week for 3 hours on Tuesday and on Thursdays. You can look him up, Kenny Pick. He's a friend of ours. And turn up the night, and like I said, 3-hour live broadcast. So I was listening last night to his show, was really enjoying it. When the time came, I think I called in a hair too early, but Kenny was gracious enough to accept my call and even commented on our set that you see that he had seen us, which right there is a feather in my hat, baby. All he had to do is say that, yeah, I seen your show. He's a little bit bigger fish in this pond than I am. And I thanked him. He invited me onto his show, so we'll wait to hear from Kenny. and I'd be plumb honored to come on to the show and do his show like we do the Tim Cormal show. And we always have fun. Anytime I can get someplace to spread this message and discuss with other people the asshole in chief, the orange anus that sits at our house, the lying sack of... Donnie's going to get a subpoena. That's what it is, baby. Mueller's getting ready. We're getting near the end of this shit, and when we do here, things are going to get real nasty because Donnie is not happy about this shit. Donnie is threatening all sorts of crap. But he's going to get a subpoena. Why? He's going to get a subpoena because Donnie ain't going to do it voluntarily. We already figured that out. Donnie all the time during all this year and something. Oh, there's no collusion. There's nothing in it with the Russian deals and blah, blah, blah. Surely I'll sit in front of Mueller. I don't have a... Are you shitting me, the little weasel? He never had any intentions of sitting down with Mueller at any time for any reason. And now it's time to pay the piper. It's time, where the investigation's just about through. The 50 so questions there that got leaked. Donnie's out there tweeting about Mueller leaking the questions. I don't think so. Are you shitting me, you little turd? You know where those questions came from, you asswipe. They came from your office. That's right. Those things were leaked by the White House. Those were not questions written by Mueller. What they're saying is those were questions that when Mueller met with Donnie's team, and we'll get to his team here in just a second, that they to outline what Mueller wanted to question Donnie about. And they took the notes and then they release it, and Donnie gets out there saying, oh, look at there, Mueller's a bad guy. He's out there releasing the memo. It's the same game Donnie is playing with every institution in our country as he tries to run it into the ground. He is a wannabe dictator. He is out there... Ty Cobb quits today. Yep, Ty Cobb. Say it ain't so, Ty. Say it ain't so. He came in. He was the guy that with the big mustache and all that came running in there, going to save the day and all that shit. He quit.
Wait.
Yep.
I didn't hear about that.
Yep, Ty Cobb quit today.
Oh, shit.
And the reason he says he quit was that because he was tired of, he's mad about Donnie's tweets about Mueller. Donnie can't shut up now about Mueller. He's trying to denigrate Mueller any chance he gets. He's trying to undercut him, trying to say all sorts of nasty shit about Mueller now in his sick attempt to save his sorry ass from getting impeached and thrown into jail. And so Ty Cobb quits. Yep. Who'd he get to replace him? Y'all ever heard of Emmett Flood? He's a lawyer. He's a big lawyer. He specializes, as a matter of fact, he's got experience in a particular field of law. Impeachment. This guy, Emmett Flood, was the lawyer for Clinton in his impeachment trial. So, yeah, he's got experience, but I thought Donnie didn't like the Clintons. Hey, I thought they were all evil people and blah, 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 blah. Yeah? Well, old Donnie's sucking around for a lawyer because ain't a lawyer have his ass. Why? Because of that. Because of his Twitter shit. From him sitting on the freaking toilet every morning with Fox and friends tweeting out bullshit about our country, about our institutions, about anything that pisses Donnie or Fox News off. That's what kind of president dick that we have up in our office. He is a lying sack of shit that is doing his best to obstruct justice. Bertie Jimenez, how you doing? Hi, John. Can't believe the deplorable Republicans want to nominate the Orange Menace for the Nobel Peace Prize. I think the person that ought to be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize is President Moon of South Korea. All Donnie did was puff up and call people Rocket Man or little Rocket Man or other name-calling bullshit and threaten to blow up the world. That's peace? I don't think so. I think Moon gets all the credit if it happens at all. We ain't done with this shit. The deal is a denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Denuclearization. That means that Kim would agree to give up all his nuclear weapons if the whole peninsula was nuke free, which means that we pull our shit out of there. You know, that's the denuclearization. So until that deal is reached, and I guess they're going to do it right there at the DMZ because it'll make for a great photo op, and Donnie is into staging shit to make it look good. Did y'all see? I'm getting off on a sidetrack. Did y'all see Pence down at the border? Are you shitting me, you white-headed little weasel piece of shit? Came down there trying to point to a piece of fence that was being repaired or replaced, and where Donnie said this is the wall, and they tried to peg him on it. This is not the wall. This was approved before Trump came in, and this is a replacement piece for a piece of bullshit. And Pence was forced to have to say, well, no, this is not really the wall. But we're going to do it. Assholes. When we get rid of Trump, we need to work immediately on Pence. Get that little white-headed weasel out of there because he is guilty as shit of everything Donnie is guilty of. If you think Pence doesn't know everything that's going on, then you're being naive. That little wicked prick is... Whoo. Anyway.
You gotta mellow out, man. It's way too hot out here to be getting all frustrated.
I know, it's pretty warm out here. It's a beautiful day. The sun came back out, so we're good. But it is a little bit warm.
And it's only 88. It's only going to get worse. Imagine when we're out here when it's going to be 100.
I always tell people that when you live down here, and I'm getting acclimated. People all tell me all the time, John, you're going to hell. That's why I live down here. I'm getting acclimated. You know, so when I go to hell, it won't be so hot. Shit, I've been to hell already. Thank you. I don't wish to go back, and that's another whole other rant when we get on that subject. Anyway, Donnie tweets. I wrote that down because I wanted to read what Donnie tweeted out today. Donnie's in a little tissy fit because the news is broke. He's going to get a subpoena. He's going to be forced to testify, and he's got to weasel his way out of that. Don't be a bit surprised if we don't end up with this thing in the Supreme Court with him trying to fight his testifying in front of Mueller and giving a deposition. You bet your ass he's going to fight it all the way. And he starts his tweet out with a familiar ring. We've heard this shit before because you know Donnie sells it and sells it big. Donnie tweeted out this morning, a rigged system. You whiny little bitch. A rigged system. They don't want to turn over documents to Congress. They. Yes, they.
Who's they?
Them, you know. It's the Democrats. That's who it is. It's the evil Democrats. I'm sure is what he meant. They don't want to turn over documents to Congress. What are they afraid of? Why so much redacting? Why such unequal justice? At some point, I will have no choice but to use the powers granted to the president and to get involved. Donnie's talking about using Article 2 of our Constitution. Thank you, Kathy Larkin, for sending me a copy of the Constitution. That gives the president the right to hire and fire anybody he wants. He's the boss. He's the executive privilege. And he can fire Mueller, and he can fire Rosenstein. He can fire anybody he wants. That's Donnie's privilege. Because Donnie thinks like a dictator. Donnie does not think like any previous president we have ever had. Donnie is a con man. He is out to set the con by trying to cut the roots out from underneath the DOJ and the FBI and anybody else that gets in Donnie's way. That's Donnie's way. That's Donnie's way of business all his life. Sue, cheat, whatever you have to do, lie, cheat, steal. Come to Trump University, get a great education, but give me your money first. Yeah, Trump steaks, here, how about some wine, water, whatever it is that Donnie was selling. He did his best to make sure that you knew it was the finest in the world when actually it was a piece of shit, just like any other piece of shit that he's ever touched. He just puts a fancy facade on it. Where was I? Donnie tweets. What he is saying here, that he is going to intervene. He's telling us right there that he is either going to fire Mueller or he is going to fire Rosenstein. And he may fire Jeffy Boy too. Who knows? Jeffy Boy ain't been making him happy. I just seen that little weasel son of a sap sucker up there a little while ago talking about something unrelated to this. Anyway, why such unequal justice? That little sentence in there is again bringing up Hillary Clinton. Hillary, look at the Clintons over there. Look what they did. Look what over there. Investigate her. They put her in the jail. All that kind of shit. The distraction, the bullshit, the feces he pulls out of his ass and throws all over the place just like a baboon to deflect anything from him. You have to go clean up this shit over there that I threw, so you're not paying attention to what he's doing. Bullshit. We're all watching, Donnie. You can reach up your ass, pull all them turds out you want. Sarah Huckabee Sanders has to get up there and polish every one of them that comes out of your stinking mouth until they're nice and shiny, and she can sit up there. Didn't she? Oh, poor Sarah Sanders. I've heard, terrible things that somebody spoke of. Wolf woman, Michelle Wolf, was so mean to, are you shitting me? Grow up, pair, Sarah. You get up there and polish a turd every damn day. You lie through your teeth. Mama just read me an open letter. I didn't write this part down. From a preacher. An open letter to Sarah Huckabee Sanders asking her how she justifies calling herself a Christian. And then he went through a whole line of crap that she demonstrates up there on that podium, and that doesn't jive with the Christian way that she was brought up. Yeah, she's brought up a Christian just like Ted Nugent was brought up a Christian. Are you shitting me? God, guns, and screw the rest of it. Anyway, Donnie did come out and let us know that there's a new book out. A new book, it's a must-read. Donnie says it right there, a new book, a must-read. Yeah, it means pretty much you could put it in the bathroom and use it for toilet paper. A must-read, The Russian Hoax, the illicit scheme to clear Hillary Clinton and frame Donald Trump, by a guy named Greg Jarrett. He's a Fox News talking head over there, commentary over there on Fox News. He wrote, imagine that shit, Fox News going to write a book. Yeah, Fox News guy. He's going to tell you the truth. Everything that Donnie told him to tell you it was the truth. That's what the guy's going to write in the Clintons. No shit. Donnie has got a hard-on for Hillary and Bill like you wouldn't believe. The only one that he gets worse is Obama. He hates them. Why? Because they were successful. They were successful people. And Donnie is a scumbag little... He wouldn't make a pimple on Obama's ass. Trump is nothing. He's not even the shit that pops out of the pimple. It's disgusting, that man.
You say these comments, and I just see him sitting on the toilet. That thing's starting to get creepier every time I look at it.
It is pretty creepy. We're going to have to build. I got a vise right here that this Donnie is in. I'm going to have to figure out, bend some steel or something and get him up here and then put him up here where we can see him all the time. I got to arrange some shit. Because we got a lot of shit. And as soon as we get a webcam, I believe we'll have a wider field of vision. And when we do get that webcam,
everybody can see more of our shit. So
everybody can see Travis because he will be on screen when we get the webcam. So he'll be there just like...
I was about to go on the whole Carlin shit thing, but then you bring that up. I was like, oh, man, yeah. Everybody's going to be cursed seeing me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, we're going to put you on camera.
I'm going to have to make a gimmick out of it.
Right now, you just got to put up with my pretty little face. Are you shitting me, John? That's the ugliest face. I can't make a silk purse out of Sal's here, baby.
Yeah, there's no way I can do it normally, though. You know I'm going to have to make a gimmick out of it.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be... I got to have a gimmick. I mean, what am I? I mean, I'm just sitting over here.
You could do it as one of your puppets.
Oh, I could bring a puppet out.
You could do a puppet.
I could do a puppet. You know,
but they want to see your handsome face.
Well... Why see my handsome face if I can have a puppet? Puppets are way better.
The puppet doesn't look anything like you.
Actually, no, we talked about it.
Green, and he's got a knife in his hand.
We were talking about it, actually. We were thinking maybe we need to try to commission someone to make you as a puppet, because that would be entertaining as hell.
Make me into a puppet. A green-headed cowboy hat wearing...
Well, you don't even have to be green, but, I mean, Kermit's green, and he's
You got something against green people?
No, of course not.
I raised you better than that.
I know.
Doesn't matter what color you are in this family. I'm telling you, I'm very proud of the fact that my kids were raised that way and they display that. So it makes me very proud as a father. Oh no, shut up, Dad.
I'm not embarrassed by that.
James Shaw Jr. That's the guy that was a butterfly that flew through here and knocked my... Are you shitting me? I got knocked off. Well, a pal got hurt out on our rig. Doctor said he needed blood. I volunteered, but when they drew, all they got was mud. I must have owned 10 Cadillac cars, never paid for one. I'd work 6 months and make me a roll, then blow it in on fun. Hey, I'm back. Hey, how y'all doing? I think what it was just a minute ago, Travis noticed some alien beings in outside a starship. It's a pretty windy day down here. I think we got interrupted, and then we had to restart everything.
Dad, it's not Friday yet.
It's not. What did I say? It's not. I didn't say it's Friday.
No, you're just saying shit. It's not Friday yet.
It's not Friday yet. I have no idea what he is insinuating. Anyway, I'm glad y'all made it back. I got all interrupted, and then we had to go back with technical difficulties and all that shit. And now I'm trying to remember where I was. Norman Pincombe up there in Canada. How you doing, buddy? And I'm glad you're getting healthy again. Glad you're out of the hospital. Stay the hell away from them places. They're not healthy places, buddy. Sick people are all over them places. Stay the hell away from them. Stephanie Dean, thank you for coming back, darn. Anyway, I have no idea where I was. Where was I? All that good shit. James Shaw Jr. Now, that's, I think, where it was Donnie ain't made out no reach out yet. And I think that's damn well disgusting that he ain't done that yet. And I guarantee if it had been a white guy, oh, Lord, Donnie would have been kissing his ass all over the place to get on TV to talk about how wonderful he was. But he wasn't. He was black, and that makes a difference to Donnie, I believe. Anyway, Gail Dunn. Gail, I saw your message, dear. Gail Dunn is a veteran. She served. I think it was in the Navy. Might have been in the Army there. I can't remember right now. She is a proud veteran and unable to take care of herself, had some surgery and stuff. I understand there's some lady that was a caregiver for you. Cleaned out your bank account, and I was so sorry to hear that. I think you said her name was Kathy something. I can't remember, but that's just pitiful that we have people that will prey on others. And I'm sorry to hear that story, Gail. I hope everything comes out. I hope you got the law after her ass and put her ass in jail. Try to get back some of your money. But she probably all spent it all. If she's that kind of person, it's all gone. And anyway, Yvette Johnson. Hey, girl, how you doing? I wonder if I don't know if that's the right Yvette Johnson. I know an Yvette Johnson. I think her name is Johnson anyway. If you work for the Postal Service. Anyway, thank you for coming even if you don't work for the Postal Service. Greg Talbert. Dude, you ain't out in the wind riding that bike of yours somewhere? Dude, I'd be out there riding that thing except looking at my ugly fast face. I hope you're doing well out there, bub. Jill Banks and Ron Bystrom. Anyway. Monica Barnes, how you doing, darling? Now I got to remember where the hell I was. Kanye West done stick his foot in it after he come out and praised old Donnie and said that the mob could not stop him from loving Trump. Jesus, man, is that man lost? I don't know where his head is. But now he came out and he was talking on some talk show and made the comment that slavery was a choice. Now, he was referencing the numbers. He said, we had the numbers. Why didn't we just rise up? We had more black people than them white plantation owners. Why didn't we just... He spoke out of ignorance is what he did. And now he's paying the price for that. Even somebody that rises up, I don't know what the man wants to go that route for. Are you shitting me? That's what happens when you become a Trumper. You want to rewrite history. You cannot do that, Kanye.
He's a nut, though, and he always has been.
Well,
he says the most absurd things, and it gets him attention.
It gets him attention, gets him in the news. It made him lots of money. They've got lots of money, so who am I to question what they're doing? But that's an ignorant comment, born out of ignorance from not knowing the history of his own people, and it was sad to see come out of Kanye's mouth. He has been corrected quite sternly, I believe, by members of his own community, and I'm glad to see that. Maybe Kanye can learn a little bit. I don't know, maybe learn the word empathy a little bit and learn about the history of your people. That would help out. Anyway, my light is blocking me over here, but I do say that I see two names, Rubio and Price. Marco Rubio, Tom Price, who used to be, what was it, Health and Human Services, I think it was, before he had to get his ass out. Well, now they're coming out and talking. Rubio's coming out and talking about the tax bill that they passed. It's not a good thing for workers. You reckon, Marco? You reckon you could have heard people telling you that before they all went and voted on that shit? Hell no. Republicans pushed through a piece of crap tax bill that will benefit the rich for years and years and years to come, and your ass is going to suffer for it. Tom Price is coming out talking about healthcare prices being so high because they did away with the personal mandate on Obamacare. And that you don't have to get insurance anymore. Hell, just show up at the emergency room. They'll take care of you, and then somebody else will pay for that shit. Guess who's paying for it? John is, and you are. You got insurance, you're paying more for it, baby, because somebody else doesn't want insurance. They don't want to take the time and their money to get insurance. When they get sick, they know they'll be taken care of at the emergency room. That's not the way it's working all the time. There's people I know that are on lists that you wouldn't believe, heart transplant lists, shit like that, serious shit wrong with them. And the way this health system works, so much more could be done for those people and so many others if we had universal health care. But oh my God, we can't do that. Because why? Because it's not health care. It's profit care, baby. And if there ain't profit in it, they don't give a shit. Anyway, they run all sorts of commercials like they do, though. Jeff Sessions, I just seen his ass on TV. I wanted to put it up there a little while ago. I didn't listen to his whole speech out there. He was talking about the mob on our borders and all that shit, and we have to have strong borders. That's why we need a wall. That's how come it. Are you shitting me, you little elf on a shelf piece of shit? These are men, these are women and children coming to seek asylum. Some of them already in, Jeff. Sorry about that, you jerk off. They're already in doing the paperwork, Jeff. Doesn't that just piss you off? That just little weasel sucker. They're seeking asylum, and they want to boot them out and close the door. They don't want to listen to the story. They don't give a shit about your story. It's numbers. You're brown. You're brown, and you came in. You're trying to get into our white country. Are you shitting me? Jeff Sessions needs to go. I swear. That's why everything is so important in this election. Everything is important this year because of Jeff Sessions. Shit. His shit. Scott Pruitt's shit. Donnie's shit. Everybody's shit that's up there in that damn office up there. Oh, we need to get rid of their shit. What the hell is Scott Pruitt? That guy just jag off some. Oh, somebody resigned. Two of his, I think it's not written down. Two of his people quit. I'm sure they have reason to. Probably because they're going to be investigated for illegal shit that they're doing over at the EPA. Nobody's done more damage besides Donnie than Scott Pruitt has, and he continues to rape this country for every dime he can get his grubby little paws on because he's nothing but he's a scumbag. He's willing to sell this country, our land, everything under us and above us for money. Asswipe, I swear. Anyway, what else I got going on? Freedom Caucus, my ass. You can always tell it. Freedom Caucus, Patriot this, Bible wearing, flag waving, Patriot Freedom Caucus. They always throw all those words in there for their little minions down there to listen to. So they'll be lifted up, I guess. I don't know. They get a hard on for that shit. It's not what it's just the words they like. It's not the meanings behind it. It's not the values behind those words. It's just the bumper sticker. It's what they could put on their car or their truck to convince you and others that they are more patriotic than others that don't have that sticker. Yeah. The ones that show their real pride don't have stickers probably. I won't find a sticker on my truck for anything. For what? To let you know something about me so you come in there and key my truck again or some shit like that? No, I don't think so, buddy. I don't put stickers on my truck. I put them up here and talk about them and all that shit. Besides that, it might scare off some of the red dots down here. If they see shit all over my truck, they might not come over and talk to me. And I won't have a chance and an opportunity to spread the word of the blue way, the good way. Don't turn to the red side, the dark side, that evil shit over there. Get away from it. They're all going to jail. They all have Trump crap smeared all over them. But anyway. Oh, I had run out of steam on the first show, and now I'm fixing problems and then having to come back.
Pete Briggs says you need a good day of fishing, John.
I do, Keith. Buddy, I look at that river every time I get out there and do yard work. But every time I come out to look at the river, then I see all sorts of shit that I got to do. I need to get down there and mow the little spot that I sit in down there because ain't nobody fished that river on my spot down here in over a year. And I know there's some catfish in there that are just itching to be thrown into my frying pan. Don't that sound? Oh, we just glitched. I seen a glitch right there.
Oh man, we've been glitching the entire time.
Have we been glitching again?
Yeah, you were going green there for a little bit.
Green, gun it, man. I'm telling you, I see that. And it looks like somebody took drugs or something when I'm sitting there doing that shit. Richard Anderson, a blue wave is coming, baby. You are so right, man. I'm telling you what. That's what I tell you. Turn on that blue light. Let people know because we have something to be proud of. We're on the right side of history. We are fighting for the right values and everything for this country. We're not discriminating against people because of their color or because of what religion they have, which is no mistake. That's what that side is doing over there. That's why they want a wall on our southern border, not on our northern border. You know, them guys is white. That's what it is. They want a Muslim ban because they don't want their religion in our country. Bullshit, asshole. It's here and it's been here forever. And if you can't believe that and can't understand that, then what the hell are you doing following your own religion? Because it's just bullshit as far as anybody else is concerned. That's where you look at that shit. How can you claim to be the only one? There's 100 damn religions around here in our own country. So, but Donnie wants that Muslim ban. It's up in the Supreme Court. They ain't going to do that shit. It'll get struck down like everything else Donnie's doing. But Donnie, like I said, has told us that he is going to intervene in our justice system. And when he does, the Republican Party, if they do not stand up and speak out against this man, then the whole Republican Party has turned into a treasonous bunch of assholes who would sell this country out. We are a country of laws. The Republicans used to say that all the time. Law and order candidates, you know that? They're always the conservative law and order candidates. The gun-toting, law-abiding, conservative, all that bullshit that they sell. Well, they're not that. They're not that. They're willing to sell us out. They're willing to let this man ruin this country for what? I don't know, for their line their own pockets, to get some kind of deal for their state or their friend or their donor or some shit like that, to ruin this whole country, to undercut all our basic foundation of our house. He attacks everything and everybody. It doesn't matter who or for what. They tell you all the time, Donnie comes back twice as hard. Donnie's a tough guy. Donnie's an asshole. He's a con man, a lying sack of shit that has pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes in this country. And those that I know personally, I do not understand how, with your values that you espoused to me all my life, damn near, those values this man shits on. He stomps them in the gutter. He throws them out the window. He lies and makes up shit about his country every damn day. That is nothing to be honored, nothing to be followed, nothing to be looked up to. He's a piece of scum that stumbled in here on what I continue to believe was the right's massive hatred for Obama and hot Hillary, her too, because she's just like Obama. All that bullshit, that hatred you had for them, you held that in and you voted for a piece of scum. Now you're left while he sits here and ruins this country. Pitches one side against the other every day, demonizes us with every chance he gets to speak crap out of his mouth. He demonizes the left constantly. He does not wish to work with anybody. He wishes to be a dictator. And if he can rile his little minions, his little cockroaches out there, his deplorable base shit into doing violence, don't you think for a second that Donnie won't do that if it benefits Donnie? Donnie could give a shit less how bad it is for the country. Anyway, I digress. Donnie's doctor problem. You know, Donnie's lawyer, doctor lawyer. Well, his lawyer got raided too. Doctor got broke into by who? By Donnie. Sent his bodyguard over there. Snatched the pictures off the wall and shit. Took everything from the doctor. It was a robbery. That's what the doctor says. But now the doctor's free, you know. He can free to speak about Donnie. And so what did he say? Well, the doctor came out and said that letter that we all heard back during the campaign, that you remember, the one that said Donnie would be the healthiest president this country has ever seen in the history of the world. That letter? Yeah, guess who wrote it? Well, we all knew anyway. But the doc comes out of his mouth and says, yeah, Donnie wrote that letter. That's who Donnie is. He's a con job. Is he the healthiest person ever? I don't think so. Look at his gut. Look at everything about him. You can tell he's not healthy. Shit, I'm healthier than his ass. Are you shitting me? But that's what he does. That's what he does as John Miller or John Barron or any other con job bullshit that Donnie can shove up ignorant people's ass. And I am stressing that at this point, if you still buy into Donnie the Wonderful, you are ignorant in the worst way, because you have an opportunity to be informed. Anyway, I digress again.
Nothing's saying you have to be that smart.
You don't have to be that damn intelligent to turn the channel from Fox Spews Bullshit Mountain when they're shoveling shit. You've been told. They lie through their ass. Hannity is as much wrapped up in this bullshit. The next thing I know, they're going to pull a Russian out of Hannity's ass. And you can bet your ass I don't doubt that a bit. Hey, if Donnie's got a little backdoor financing from Russia, maybe a little friend there in the news, maybe he could use a little help with some little Russian financing help over here too. I wouldn't doubt it one bit, because Hannity is just as bad as Donnie when it comes to hating this country while waving a flag and holding the Bible. He shits on this country, and he takes advantage of ignorant people who believe that shit, when all you have to do is turn the channel, turn on your computer, Google something, learn what the hell somebody else is saying, besides sitting there and posting out pictures of ridiculous bullshit. I digress again. Okay, what else? That's it. Yeah, Donnie comes out and writes his own letter. Donnie comes out and does everything. Donnie's not about to show you his medical history, his tax history, any kind of history Donnie's got. He doesn't want you. None of your freaking business. His bribe collection centers all over the world. Can you imagine how much money is being raked into that Trump shit all over this world while that asshole sits in our house and rakes it in? Not even counting all the money he steals from this nation every trip down to Mar-a-Lago. Fine Russian hospitality down there, though, I heard. Fine Russian hospitality and golden showers. Yeah, I think you could get it down there at Mar-a-Lago if you ask me. Anyway, that's our job, people. Our job every day is to realize what the hell that man is doing, but it's going to come to a head now. It's going to come more often and quicker, and more disgusting crap is going to come out of that man, and he is going to try his best. We're glitching again. try his best to act like a dictator, to use the DOJ and the FBI as his personal army of lawyers and cops. It's bullshit. This man is trying to take down the institution of justice himself to benefit himself and his cronies, his thieves, his liars, his cheats, all out there with him. Sarah Huckabee Sanders included. Got to have a good turd polisher. Anyway, that's about all I got, people. I'm so sorry our show was interrupted. We got glitched out. We had to restart, so some people won't see the second half. Or I hope you get to tune in and see it out later. And I'm gonna continue my job trying to reach out. I hope to be on the Kenny Pick show. Turn up tonight. If he calls me, I'll let y'all know and let y'all know what time to turn in, because he's live, baby. I like that shit. Ain't no mistake in that. That's live. Or is it Memorex? No, baby, it's live. Sorry. I got to go get me some more sweet tea. I'm about to sweat down out here. As I was saying, it's our job. This is my job. This is your job every day to spread that message, to find your candidate, to make sure the vote goes right, to make sure your neighbor votes right, your cousin, your friend, everybody you know. It's going to be so important to get out that vote. And anytime tuning into this channel, or go over to see Andy Paguda over there on Filthy Mouth Liberal, or Tim Cormal, Kenny Pick show, there are plenty of voices out here saying the same thing, raising the same alarms. Pick one, get with them, and support them as best you can, because they're trying to do a good job, and I know it's not easy sometimes. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. John Brideveau of Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brideveau on Facebook. John Brideveau Speaks, Blue Dot Family. Go over there and see the team over there. They're doing a hell of a job every day to try to keep everybody informed and motivated to keep this fight going, and that's what it's all about. We have to keep this wave going. Nobody can sit around here and rest on their laurels. Oh, I did this last week, last month, something like that. No. And when he starts making deals again up here and starts jerking Rosenstein out or some shit like that, we need to hit the streets immediately. I will get in a caravan with somebody and we'll go somewhere and hold up a sign, because we cannot stand for that shit. A Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube, on Twitter at a Blue Dot in Texas, at Blue Dot in Texas, I'm sorry. And as I always say, out my truck window and anywhere else I can get this message out. We cannot rest on our laurels. We have to keep progressing. We have to keep fighting. We have to keep persisting, because that's what the word means. We persist and resist. So on that note, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all later. Bye. Oh, do you want to end this live video? Not really, but I got to. Well, I've been a roughneck all my life. I never had nothing but trouble.